Right!
Let me tell you about my family.
Hey, here we go now, it's that time again. Let's take a look and see what's happening. Roller coaster ride, but no surprise. It's life with Louie, Louie, Louie. Life with Louie, Louie, Louie. It's life with likable, lovable, completely huggable. It's life with Louie.
Studies have shown that the top 3 things that humans are afraid of are fear of flying, fear of deep water, and the fear of public speaking.
Now tomorrow your assignment will be to give a speech in class.
Great.
The best one will then compete in the state finals. If you win, you'll earn a trip for the class to Washington, D.C.
My only hope was, with 25 kids in class, I wouldn't get called on.
We'll be going in alphabetical order tomorrow, starting with A.
Actually, in the old country, we spell Anderson with a silent Z. Mr. Lambert's outrageous assignment was the talk of the entire hallway.
He's the one getting paid to speak in class, not us.
Right. Like speaking is something we'll ever use in our lives.
Well, I'm going to give a speech on my trip to the petting zoo.
Great idea. Now, I'm going to give a speech on how boring your speech was.
I could give a speech about my grandma's foot operation. See, Louie? Picking a topic isn't so hard.
Sure. You guys took all the good ones. Oddly enough, the only person not worried about giving a speech was the most illiterate guy in school.
Hey, Louie, know what time it is? 24 hours till you fail!
Oh, yeah. And I'm sure your speech, how to lose friends and terrorize people, is gonna be a big hit. You're gonna fail, too.
Wrong again, Looney Tune. I've got every speech in the world.
What kind of speeches you got there?
The kind that cost you $5 a piece. Interested?
That's cheating!
Beats failing.
Come on, Mom. Can't you sign my note?
To whom it may concern. Louie has nothing nice to say, so we've asked him to say nothing at all.
That's what you're always telling me.
Oh, Louie, there's nothing to be afraid of. Public speaking builds character.
Well, what's public humiliation do?
Same thing.
What's the matter there, speech boy?
Mom won't sign my note. She says public speaking's good for me.
Well, it certainly helped your brother sit out when he had to appear before that judge. Led to a lighter sentence.
But I don't know what to speak about.
Give me that.
You're not gonna sign it?
No. Even better. I'm gonna give you your topic.
My hero? Who's that supposed to be?
Moi! That's a topic for an award-winning speech right there. Uh-huh.
Thanks for nothing.
Anytime, kid. You want nothing, I'm your man.
I didn't get any sleep that night. All I could think of was, well, nothing.
So, Louie, did you figure out what you're going to speak about or what?
I can't tell you. It's a secret.
I bet it's going to be great.
Bet you $5 you're wrong. Hey, Glen Glenn, I got $5.
So Loogie wants to buy a speech, huh?
Quiet.
Price just went up. Speeches are $6 now.
But I only have 5.
Give me your shoe.
What?
$5 plus one of your shoes.
Louie, oh no.
And they're really, really fluffy, and that's why I like puppies.
Very good, Miss Ackerman. Next up, we have Louie Anderson.
Go get him, Shoeless Lou!
The rise of democracy. Even though America is the land of the free and the home of the brave, It wasn't always that way. The liberties we now take for granted were paid for with the blood and guts of Americans who came before us. Those men and women believe 'tis far better to die for liberty than to survive without it. For a coward dies 1,000 times, yet a hero dies but once. Kind of bleak, huh? Anyway, picks up toward the end here. And now, it's up to you, the young, the living, who must become the new defenders of liberty. It is you who must tend to the flame that we call freedom. A flame that was lighted almost 200 years ago by the first shots of the revolution!
Believe it or not, I won first place. The prize? A trip to Washington, D.C. for my entire class to watch me compete for the national speech title.
Hey, Louie, that's for winning me a trip out of this dump. Don't say I never gave you anything.
But even getting my shoe back didn't make me feel any better. I knew I had to come clean. After all, it's bad enough to deceive your school, but to deceive an entire nation?
Excuse me, Principal Holleran?
Yes, my little star pupil.
I need to talk to you about my speech. See, those words I said were...
Wonderful.
No, I mean the words were...
Glorious words, Louie. Awe-inspiring. Louie, let me show you something. What do you see?
A swamp?
Right. But with the prize money you win in Washington, here's what I want to build.
The Superintendent Holleran Memorial Pool and Playground? But I thought you were just a principal.
For now. But after you win in Washington, I expect I'll be promoted. After all, I groomed you.
Anyway, about this whole Washington, D.C. trip, I don't think I can go. See, my parents don't even like when I cross the street without them.
Well, that's the best part. I've already asked one of your parents to chaperone the trip.
You what? Which one?
Bye-bye now. Be good.
Should be like old home week down in D.C. My buddy Dwight D. Eisenhower said, look him up next time I'm in town.
You're friends with the president?
You kidding? We were war buddies. Two people can't get closer than that. At least not without the benefit of clergy. This'll convince you. That's me and the Iker, as I like to call him.
Where are you, Dad?
What do you mean, where am I? That's my sleeve behind the guy standing next to Ike's briefcase.
Oh, yeah, of course. I recognize your wrist.
I always liked Ike. In fact...
I know! You came up with the slogan, I like Ike, right?
Absolutely correct, kiddo.
With the big heroes welcome and the banners and the marching band, I could almost forget that this whole trip was built on a lie. Almost.
I'll take those.
Hey, that's my dessert.
Fine, be that way. You have your dessert, and I'll just have a little chat with everyone on the bus and tell them how you cheated.
Cookie?
Don't mind if I do.
All of our regional speech winners get master suites like this.
Louie, can I be your roommate?
Louie wants me to room with him. I'm staying with Louie. And I get the bed, too.
Where am I supposed to sleep?
There's a tub. You got a problem with that? You don't want me to tell, do you?
Tub's fine with me.
We had a full day of sightseeing before the big speech competition. Of course, there was only one sight Dad really wanted to see. All right, people! My good buddy Ike's waiting. Fall in line now on the QT. ASAP, get on the BUS if you want to SEE the VIP. People, huh?
Let's go, kids. On the bus.
Who says we shouldn't have women in the military?
Louie, over here. We saved you a seat.
Fine, sit with your new friend. See if we care.
He's not my friend.
Yeah? Then why are you spending so much time with him?
Because Glen Glenn's not such a bad guy. He's got many fine personality traits.
Oh, like what?
He's quite witty and good-looking. And he's really, really smart.
Our first stop was the White House. Dad was sure we were going to be invited to lunch with the first family. We weren't. We had to take the tour like everyone else.
In here, you will find a display of gifts given to the president by various world leaders. And that concludes the tour. Thank you for visiting our nation's capital. Exit to your right, and please watch your step.
Hey, wait just a second, lady. Where's the, big guy? The anchor?
You mean the president? Unfortunately, the president himself is not a part of the tour.
Oh, I'm on to your game. Everyone wants a tip. Gotta grease the wheels. Uh-huh.
The president is speaking at the FBI this morning.
See that, Louie? Just like I told you, you don't get that kind of inside info unless you're free with the cash.
Right. Or unless you read the paper.
What?
The president's itinerary. Tuesday morning, FBI building.
Hey, give me my $1 back.
And here we have the largest file of fingerprints in the world. Over 1 zillion separate fingerprints, each print taken from a single criminal finger. Now, to show you how we fingerprint the lowlifes, I'll need a volunteer. You look like a common criminal.
If the shoe fits.
For the rest of your life, we'll have your fingerprints on file, so if you ever commit a crime, we'll know.
Just my luck.
And that's the tour. Exit to your left. Don't dawdle on your way out. Remember, we're watching you.
Hey, where's Ike? He's supposed to be here right now.
Who told you that? Could you speak into this, please?
The newspaper said he'd be here.
Typical newspaper lies and propaganda. Thank you for coming, Mr. Anderson. Exit to the left.
Hey, how'd you know my name?
We're the FBI. We know everything. Oh, by the way, the air filter on your Rambler needs to be changed.
Man, these guys are good. He's ducking me is what he's doing.
Who?
Ike!
Oh, yeah, Dad. I'm sure the president has nothing better to do than avoid you.
So, he is avoiding me.
Come on, Dad, I got problems of my own.
You're on top of the world. What kind of problems do you have?
Well, I don't know how to tell you, but...
Mamie! I bet his wife knows where he is. I'm gonna give her a call.
Glenn, get away! Leave me alone!
Honest Abe.
What?
That's what they called him. Honest Abe.
Big deal. It's just a nickname like any other. Of course, Honest Abe does sound a lot better than Louie.
They say that when he was a teenager, working at his father's store, he once walked 6 miles through the snow just to return a few pennies to a woman who overpaid.
Yeah, some of the most honest-looking people are just plain liars on the inside. Hypothetically, of course.
And some people who think they are liars just need to look in their own hearts to realize they're not. In theory.
Oh.
A special lunch for my special speaker. I put a couple of treats in there for your voice.
Hey, Louie, give me that.
No way. That's my lunch.
Don't do it, Louie. Remember, a coward dies 1,000 times, yet a hero dies but once.
Hey, that sounds familiar. Who said that?
You did. Didn't write it, though.
3 seconds, then I'm telling.
I had to face the truth. No one was ever going to call me Honest Louie. I was nothing but a liar. A hungry liar.
Hey, Louie, how about after lunch, you give me a ride over to the speech contest?
But I don't drive.
Who said anything about driving?
Watch it, kidneys.
Giddy up!
Living this lie was becoming unbearable. It was time to consult a higher power.
I'm gonna call Mom.
Are you crazy? That call's gonna cost you a fortune.
No, it's not. I'm reversing the charges. Hello? Mom? There's something I need to tell you.
Oh, Louie, I am so proud of you down there in Washington.
Mom, listen.
You may not realize this, but you're also a role model for your brother Tommy. And to honor you, we're baking you a cake.
But, Mom, I gotta tell you. A cake? What flavor?
One day the phone company's gonna own every one of us.
Hey, is that Cookie? Cookie Anderson?
Well, what do you know? If it isn't old Dwight D.
Mom, Dad's talking to the President of the United States.
Well, sure, they're war buddies. Didn't he show you that picture?
Hey, how's that war wound of yours? Anderson here was the best cook we ever had till he got his Purple Heart by burning his keister on a ladle.
That wasn't just any ladle. That was stainless steel. Still have the scar. Here, take a look for yourself. Hey, ow!
Get out of here.
Wait a minute. There's been a mistake. We're buddies. Ike, say something.
Louie, what's all that racket?
Sorry about the mix-up, sir.
No problemo. Could happen to anyone.
You all right, Dad?
Sure. Once they realized I wasn't some nutcase, they let me go. Let that be a lesson to you, Louie. Always tell the truth.
But, Dad, you told the truth and you still got beaten up.
That's lesson number 2. When you're around a world leader, always keep your pants on.
And that's why I feel corporal punishment is the answer to just about everything. Thank you. Bye, American, and good night.
I was speaking next, and I still didn't know what I was going to do.
Next up, from Cedar Knoll, Wisconsin, we have Louie Anderson.
Go get him, big guy.
Remember, Louie, the Halloran Memorial Pool and Playground. It's up to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, honorable judges. Sorry, but I can't deliver this speech. It's all because of something my dad told me this afternoon. My dad said, always tell the truth. And the truth is, I paid for that speech. And then I lied, and I passed it off as my own. I'm not going to tell you who I bought it from.
You better not or off! Oh, man! Stupid, 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 stupid!
All I can do is tell you I'm sorry and ask your permission to deliver a speech of my own. My Hero by Louie Anderson. A couple of blocks away from here, there's a memorial to Abe Lincoln, one of the country's heroes. While I was looking at it, I realized who my heroes are. They don't have any memorials, not yet, but they're still my heroes. They're my friends who stayed my friends even when they knew I was doing the wrong thing. My mom, who supports me no matter what, and of course, my dad, who supports me, well, most of the time. Sometimes if you don't do a good job in the lawn, he yells.
Well, from there on out, it didn't matter what I said. What mattered was that they were all my words. Of course, my words weren't good enough to win me first prize, or second prize, or even third prize. But it wasn't important. Correction, it wasn't important to me. I'm proud of you, son. I knew you'd do the right thing.
You knew about the speech all along?
Of course I did. I may not look like the smartest guy on earth, but that's all an act.
Well, how'd you know I was going to do the right thing when I didn't even know until 2 seconds before I did it?
Faith, kid. You gotta have faith in people you love. Just like you had faith that I was friends with Ike, even when no one else believed me, right? Didn't you, Louie? Son? Huh? Of course you did.
This seat taken?
No. Hey, Louie, congratulations.
Congratulations for what? I didn't win.
Oh, yes, you did.
Hey, there's the Washington Monument. What's that all about? Goodbye, Lincoln. Over there, I wonder what they're gonna build. That looks like a place for a nice memorial to me, maybe, huh? Me and my shoes, the ones that trampled through Tripoli.